Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming channel. Going to be continuing our Let's Play series through Baldur's Gate 3. Left off, just took our rest. About to head into the Harper's Den with Jaheira.
Hi, Harper. May Saluna's tears shine on this meeting.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
Geraldus isn't nervous, he's terrified. And for good reason. Saluna's tears is an old Harper code meant to indicate an ambush by imposters.
He can relax then. He has nothing to fear from me. But you... You should have studied Jelvin before you stole her face. She wasn't much of a smiler.
Maybe not in your company, Harper. But after I gave her to Warren's blades, I promise you, she was smiling from ear to ear.
Okay.
If not over, then through.
Don't know what he did, but I think we're all in combat now. Good.
Nothing important is ever easy. Another step forward.
Why are they surprised? I'm surprised that they're surprised. No crit. No crit. No crit.
Red in tooth and claw.
I don't really want to summon a bunch of stuff in here. Not really wearing heavy armor. Oh, she does have metal. The only one I can cast it on. It's probably her weapons. Durr.
I go
Move them back. Not gonna hit him because he's on the upper level. That also would not. So 6 to 40, 4 to 40. Makes the area difficult terrain and poses a disadvantage on perception checks. Makes it difficult terrain, movement speed is halved, creatures may fall prone. A cloud kill would hit him up there. Heavily obscures everything within it. Does that mean I can't hit them, but they'd be able to hit me? Because that would be an issue. Go down the ladder.
Close ranks.
Okay, I thought that was the only way up there. I was like, I destroyed my only path up.
no matter what you heard. Consider my
Maybe not the
herald's
best
ways.
option to put her in there yet.
Can't give up.
Already done though.
Moving.
Yeah, I need Daredevil proximity turned off. Thank you. My options are not great here. I'm gonna go with a Bless. Ooh, she's not within range. Actually, Bless is a action, not a bonus action. Gonna do this. Level 2 spell up here. And then a level 2 spell again.
What must be done?
Just gonna do a heat metal on her. Fine. Drop it or don't. I don't care. You not move and almost get yourself killed? You dummy. Ooh, it's a nice crit. I don't quite understand this ambush thing. I guess that's what gives them the multi-attack. Ooh. You suck. Get that crit. We get the extra attack. We actually killed one, so we could add an extra attack anyways.
And I thought we were going to be friends.
What can I do? Can't see him at all. Okay, just gonna get out of.
I've got it.
I'll go up and then I can throw. I can't climb. Okay, not a movement. Not the best.
On I go.
It's not hitting him because he's up above. Where are you going, buddy?
You know, I think we have given offense.
Darn, I was hoping to pull him down.
Yes. Over there.
Well, this is not the best option because I'm gonna cause damage to my own character if I do this. No, don't want to waste that. So close.
Can't afford to let up. Time to meet your maker.
Oh, that was really good. Can I finish him off? I don't think so. Going out the front door.
Times doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more hunters dead?
What's up for discussion?
Did I get it right?
Shaluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but
They were tracking you instead. Evidently. Doppelgangers.
and they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Baalists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomon. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! Hi, Harper! Please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper when you could still live as anything else?
No one can make that choice for him, not even you, High Harper.
I want to fight. For Chelvin. For all of them. So it means something.
Death is death. To look for meaning in it is foolishness, boy. Childish storybook nonsense. Exactly the kind that Harper would spout, I suppose. Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well.
What is going on in the
I
background?
told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus. You're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here.
Soldier, open up.
Kill the crone.
If you insist.
Is there anything else down here?
Nice.
Fly pack. Loot these other two. Here, your health potion, nice. Another chest. Not much of anything in it. Valence notes. And then we have another chest. Another superior health potion. Alright. Grab my character.
Believe this.
And then we'll talk with Chihira.
Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach, separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves.
Except Geraldus.
Except Geraldus. It has been some time since anyone dared rap my knuckles like you did. No less than I deserve. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
Oh my god. Minsk!
A warrior of this world. His name raised alongside Jahira's own. Together they helped end the time of troubles a century past.
He traveled with you back in the old days.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days, which is considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
I suspect there's more to the story than that.
There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Mintz charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
And here you are. You made the right choice. Don't second guess yourself.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
Then let's find him.
As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked?
Pretty much.
Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
I've got a long road ahead.
Alright. So,
Have to keep going.
let's check our quest real quick. Alright. I don't think we need her with us anymore. I think we can go back to Gale. I feel like if we didn't have Jaheira's with us, we wouldn't have picked up on that code.
You're sure? Later then.
I should have been doing this throughout the entire game, like switching to them for each of their quests.
Even the venerable Harpers are compromised by the Absolute's poison. A grim turn of events, but one we must take in our stride. With pleasure. Lead on.
Alright.
No time to rest.
What? By the Morden Sammel's curlies went on down there.
Negotiations.
Bloody vigorous, were they? Clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by.
That's it? No more questions asked?
I've had enough dealings with Harpers to know I don't want the answers. Go on now.
Okay. Oh, this building is also part of it. Did not realize that. It's like takes up half the freaking area. It's all of this and that.
Gold. We Githyanki. Last one I serviced blessed me with a bruise and a smile. Eyes of steel, bearing to match. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
You're way off, I'm afraid.
Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
In the flop house lies a fresh killed corpse, a lady dwarf. Could this be Fionn?
Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. They'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her.
That was quick. A woman's dead and you're concerned about murder. Surely you can... No. Yeah.
Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it.
Surely you can spare a reward for this
I
information.
have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience.
Is it Raphael?
Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Now, deal with the devil. Do I want to bring Astarion out to talk with him?
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again, even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by.
Who are you exactly?
Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame.
Oh, she is playing him like a fiddle.
I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Played him like a fiddle.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye.
Your new brew sounds potent. I'll give it a try.
Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet.
Take my chances on the hooch.
Damn! The man knows what he wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot.
Like to see what else you have.
Have a look.
Hoots Hooch. A new invention of Cher's Caress bartender Hoots. Like being decked in the sobriety. Amulet of the Drunkard. While wearing this amulet, regain 2 to 8 hit points per turn while drunk. Additionally, increase the duration of your inebriation by 5 rounds. I need to change out his necklace. It's not very good.
All set, are you?
Bet a barkeep in this place hears all sorts of stories.
My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst.
What's the story of this place?
Caress. The Mamselle's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't.
Okay.
When the music stops, you and I, we will continue dancing.
It's a dwarf you crave, whip in hand. Go on, tell me I'm wrong. Sweeting, are you blushing? Alas, fear. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for an...
Oh, no. There's our drow friend.
You can stare as much as you like.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
I mean, to try.
Ear spoon.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 fingers.
Listen in on their conversation. I'll do Advantage from here. Bardic Inspiration from here. Come on, give me a 3 on a 1d12. Wait, where's my Bardic Inspiration at?
You rats with the guild now. Heard Nine Fingers met a match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs?
Sounds like an interesting business. I'd like to take part. Use the necklace. Use guidance. Eagle Splendor from him. And we land a critical.
Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
The Sauce Man.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type.
There's a lot of LGBTQ in this game, and I'm here for it. Got any food going spare?
I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it.
He has a pork shoulder and spicy pork sausage. That's it.
Now get out from under my feet, would you?
That one's locked. Alright, here's Valera.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a sec. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
She asked me to find Lorgan's real killer, seeing as you can't be bothered.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Spoke to both corpses. They were killed by a dwarf dressed in red. Who's Devella?
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
Alright. A group of shape-shifting assassins were under the temple, along with more murder victims.
While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed?
Spoke to both corpses. They were killed by a dwarf dressed in red.
That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling. Hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less.
Father Lorgan's murder is just part of a bigger plot, a Ball plot.
Ball plot? You as well? Divella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering, but she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory?
It's not a theory, I have proof. This document contains information containing the murders to the Ball's resurgence.
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Really? Just like that, huh? Gets us into the lower city, I guess.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Shires's Caress is a professional.
Nymph's Grotto.
Bigger, smaller, in-betweener, I've got 'em all.
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Devil's Den. Alright, let's go. Go to camp, drop off Gale, grab Starion, because I know he wanted to talk to Raphael.
How can I help? I question the wisdom of...
I'll be here.
So much for the cavalry riding to our rescue. This is what we get for putting our faith in a network of spies, I suppose.
Darling, lead on.
Alright, leave camp. Starion, what you doing over there?
Pleasure
What the?
Probably break his nose. Good
On my way.
Sir, that is not the way down.
Off we go then.
Everyone at Sharess's caress is a
What to do?
I'm gonna save real quick before we go poking our nose in here.
Come on, open up.
Fist Jara. Is that someone I'm looking for?
Swift as my feet can carry me.
The bob cut.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you.
You aren't safe. Get out of here
I
now.
don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Okay. One rounded.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver.
That thing could have killed you, and you're musing on its beauty.
How could I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The Mind Flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
I'm not one to judge, but desiring an extraplanar being like that is peculiar. Or the creature aroused you, didn't it?
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate.
Not interested in sex, but thanks.
Not sex. Something far more intoxicating. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
I mean, Karlak has her eyes closed. I think we're going for it. Starian's got his eyes closed.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be?
Revered, contented, powerful, rich. I'll go powerful.
You are more than powerful. An emperor to emperors. Your head adorned with a crown of gold, diamond, and ruby. The heavens tremble with the steps of your army.
What's Karlak side-eyeing?
All men and women, all creatures of the plains bow to your might.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Rapture. 1d6 bonus to attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws until the next long rest. I don't like you. Get out of here. I didn't mean to keep you alive. Just that's what Pommel Strike does. It's a non-lethal attack against enemy. Okay, I didn't realize that. Alright. We save before we go in the next one. Expecting one of these to get angry at me for coming in. No one in here. Rules of the reading room. Some smut in here, probably. Another dog collar. Any reason to be up here? Doesn't look like it. Again, we could jump over here. Probably jump over here. Would lead us. Okay, I don't think we've been over there. Ah, we didn't go into the top floor apothecary sign. Okay. We need to go to the top floor over there. At some point. We'll go, since we have Astarion with us, we'll go talk to Raphael. Just the devil's den, I'm sure.
Devil's Den.
Kithrak Voss, what are you doing here?
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Another party trick. Show me something real.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing. Can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore.
Huh. What's the catch?
I trust the illithid more than I trust you.
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
The astral prism?
In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Go on.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Perfect. Give it to me.
Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an exchange to be made. You scratch my back, I scratch your parasite.
There it is. Of course.
Just tell me what you want.
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Tempted, but tell me why you're so eager to get a hold of the crown.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The idea of you ruling all 9 hells doesn't fill me with joy.
The hells require order to function. It is what separates us from mortals and demons. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them.
Why haven't you gotten a hold of the crown already?
It was stolen from right under my nose all those centuries ago. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
It must really annoy you that some mortals managed to steal the crown when you couldn't.
Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. but they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
No deal, Raphael. I'm leaving.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
We were politely asked to leave.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
It was Raphael.
Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you?
He wants the crown that's on the brain.
Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him?
The means to free Orpheus.
Tell me, you turned him down.
Turned him down.
Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Okay. I told you I turned him down. I don't need you, like, in the back of my head telling me what I need to do. I didn't read the sign on this one. Critical success. Underdark room. Oh, is this the twins? The Drow twin rooms? Okay. Hold up. We need Lae'zel because we're talking to Ketheric Voss, and Gale back because he has something to do with that Wizard of Waterdeep. Okay. So I think we will ask Karlak to stay behind for a minute.
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal. Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his house of hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means.
What do you suggest?
We would need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
It's been a while since we connected like we once did.
Yeah, I had the same thought. So much has happened between then and now. Maybe we just got a little caught up in it all. But I'm not going anywhere. I've got plans for the future, you know, and they involve you.
Me?
Soldier. Sounds boring. Oh, fine.
Alright, so she stays in camp for a little bit.
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds awful.
Go.
You made a good decision refusing that devil's contract. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here. With pleasure. Lead on.
So not as much in his side of the story as I thought there was. Lazo.
I'm listening.
This Orphic hammer could be a way to release Orpheus from his prison.
This hammer. Could it be? Yes. Yes. This is how we will free the Prince of the Comet. This is the key Voss so ardently and courageously sought. That smug shkacketh of a devil stores it at his vaunted House of Hope. Our destination is clear. Our mission undeniable. We must find a way into the House of Hope and retrieve the hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use it to smash Prince Orpheus out of his prison. Mother Gith, hear my promise. Your son will rise again. The Prince of the Comet will crush the Lich Queen Vlaakith and usher in the Age of Orpheus.
Raphael's offer was quite extraordinary.
Temple reveals your mind to Lazel. She knows you refused to bargain with Raphael.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why?
Because we don't need the deal. We take the hammer from the House of Hope.
I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free. I'm listening.
I'd like you to join me. Leave camp.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
doesn't make any sense.
Gale and Lazo want to talk, and yet they're both on the fucking roof. Why does it keep putting people up there?
I wonder what the next move is.
Adventure awaits.
Never a dull moment.
Vlaakith's will be done.
Still alive. So that's progress. Moving in.
Voss is waiting. He should know what happened with Raphael.
I'd like to talk about Orpheus.
What about him?
Who were the hostile Githyanki in the prism?
Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
Why is he called the Prince of the Comet?
Historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards our people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
Why did Vlaakith keep Orpheus alive all the millennia ago?
It may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
Why would Vlaakith want Orpheus dead now if he's so valuable alive?
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
On to other mothers. Okay. Gale.
I knew any artifact that could command an Elder Brain must be close to omnipotent. But for it to be the very crown Carcer's forged, it verges on unbelievable. I assure you, the hammer Raphael offered is mere scrap metal in comparison, whatever use he claims for it. We should pay a visit to Sorcerer's Sundries. Their book collection is the envy of the Sword Coast. I'm certain the truth lurks somewhere on their shelves.
Why would a Baldurian magic shop be the first place we look?
Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Leathery sects are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Alright. Go talk to Vlaakith. Not Vlaakith. Ketheric. Ketheric Voss.
good moment to talk.
Voss, friend to the comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
I'm not interested in pacting with devils, Voss. Or no, I will find another way to liberate Orpheus.
Skaketh. Orpheus will be free. There is no cost too high to unshackle our people.
Don't worry, I will find a way to liberate Orpheus.
I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the first mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Vinisk, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand.
Orpheus sensed the tadpole before and his guard attacked. Won't he attack if we free him?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
Any idea where Raphael might keep the Orphic hammer?
The devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Vinisk. Even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Alright. Is there anything else that we need here? I don't want to reconsider the deal with him. There's our find the clown.
It's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves a chance to
gross
make
negligence.
some coin.
Mother killed me.
Scratchy, itchy.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior.
Alright. So I need a little more than his torso. We're going up here, apothecary.
But if you need help digging, I will find a shovel.
Right, forgot they're with me. Go to camp. Just Lae'zel, right? Yeah. Drop Lae'zel, pick up Karlach again.
I'm listening. Shook. You believe, as you said.
Hey.
Come on, we're heading out.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yeah. You're almost to level 11. Got about a level and a third left before we'll be max.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer things. Welcome, sir.
Sir.
Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no?
Glorious, those are some heady top notes.
Aren't they just? You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir?
Quite the establishment you have here.
I must say I'm rather proud of it. The wood paneling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the luxe atmosphere it provides.
What do you got in stock?
Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm?
Psionic resistance. A coated weapon covers its target in oil for 2 turns. Oil covered targets immolate upon taking fire damage, dealing 3 to 18 fire damage to everyone and everything nearby. Cloud Giant Finger. That's all I really need. Because he doesn't have any other fingers. The giant fingers are the best.
Sure to savor.
I feel like, at least.
Here goes nothing. Breathe quiet. Move with care.
We rocking a 10. Got that in the bag.
My hand slipped.
He shouldn't come over here for no reason.
What's inside?
What's it called? A blood bank.
Have to keep going.
All right. Blaze Ellen.
What's up for discussion?
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
I like this deception. There's so many bonuses going into that. Investigator Valera needs me in the lower city. Serial killers on the loose.
Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Seems simple enough.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city.
Pleasure to meet you. Could we talk face to face?
Of course, of course. My steel watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Invitation from Gortash. Any more trouble from the guards?
Oh. We are going straight into it, huh? Which one do I... Ah, Mizora, how are you? Need to go get Will before we talk to her. Hey, Will. What you want to talk about?
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that. I'll be here in the... Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty.
A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin?
What a shame. Baldur's Gate has the responsibility to the people in need.
As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause.
Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
Could it be true? Duke Stelman allied with the Emperor?
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Did you know Stelman very well back in the day?
I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Since there's something more to this story. God, I have so many bonuses.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say.
Any idea who could be behind the killing?
I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. That's the spirit.
Alright, so we got Paladin.
Have you wondered what people will say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
God, you can talk to literally everyone here.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
A lever. What does the lever do?
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Is a legend.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
So many people, and I really don't want to talk to everyone. Does he have his aura on? Yes. Does he bound his pact weapon? No. Now he has.
Long road ahead.
Alright, so we've lost Longstrider because we don't have Gale. Kinda sucks.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
You're so gentle.
We were resting.
That's...
Are they going to arrest us? Surely this petty. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
My friend means to say is that
Worm Rock Prison.
Let's see what this does.
Don't think we want to go there. About this way. Both lead to the exact same, so 2 doors to the exact same area. Kind of weird.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I guess I get to talking to everyone. It's the only way we know if there's any quests.
They say Gortash won't be king, but that pomp upstairs sure sounds like a coronation.
The Flaming Fist don't stand for trouble, so stay out of it, yeah?
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
No time to talk. I have clients to brief, and they're as sharp as spoons.
Oh, leave it out. I've got a trial coming up, and I need to rememberize my lines.
Rememberize.
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Lord Gortash.
It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the fists, it would be as clear as day that we're not criminals.
I don't want to talk to you.
A gift in my armory? I don't think so. Clear off!
Excuse me, ma'am? Show me what you have to trade a stick.
Trade? Do I look like a shopkeeper? This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist.
Lord Gortash himself told me to speak with you about my requirements. Were you not informed?
Course I bloody wasn't. Too busy ordering more of those mechanical monstrosities to tell me. I suppose you can take a look, but make it quick.
What do you have? Trash, trash, trash. Just pure trash. Hold on to that just in case. At least you could buy a few things for me. That is helpful.
Stay sharp, stranger. In these times, all we can trust are the blades in our hands. Junk stomping around. Who needs them when you've got flaming fists?
Okay, you can't talk to her. Steel Watchers. What about the fists over here?
She betrayed her sister and ruined the balance of things.
Best behavior around here. Understood?
Don't cause any trouble, all right? It's not worth it.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither. You hear? My lady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe. Has Ravengard on his side. That should tell you something.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
It must be exhausting to be...
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants. As long as Lord Chatshield pays me for all this waiting around.
Chat Shield? Shatter Shield, okay. Lord Chat Shield.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Waiter James.
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
They're not dukes. Like, they're just bodyguards.
Hush. Patriarchs are upstairs. Lord Janeth could call for me at any moment.
Probably not.
Or for us. I'm not sure I believe her.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining. It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about.
I've seen the Absolute's army. Nowhere safe. Steel Watch or not. Or you shouldn't trust them. They'll turn on you all of you eventually.
You've been reading too many picture books.
Lord Gortash himself is the one pulling their strings. We're all better off for it.
Not when I kill him. Excuse me.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
You're free to explore. Within reason.
Does reason include clicking this lever over here?
This calls for careful footwork.
One day I'll catch a break.
Where am I going?
curious.
Kraken wall to prison.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Ooh. Who's stuck? Will.
Sharp as ever.
You literally have strength. Like what's
Best foot forward.
Come on.
No one back home will ever believe this. Always room for more.
I'm ready.
Sharp as ever. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Trap. Be cautious.
I don't know why it won't let me dig.
Wonder what's past this. Breathe deep and move. All right, time to skulk about.
I feel like it's buggy. I'll see if it lets me use the shovel when I log back in. Nope.
Moving ahead. I'll take that.
Still isn't letting me. It's like we're locked into something that won't let us access it for some reason.
My old fishing spot. Spent more than a few summer tide days here. Only a few head colds. No tongue lashing from my roaring father.
Rusted key. Where's this taking us, I wonder? There's an up path. There's a down path. There's a pipe we could crawl through, probably.
What's that? No hope of clearing this without a shovel.
Have one. Is that why you think that you don't have the shovel? Don't know why the shovel gets bugged like that.
That's curious.
You can get there, I know. I don't know if the rest of the people can. You can just fly. Two of them jumped. Hey, even Shadowheart made it. He's got a little bit of strength. Need to remember we can teleport after this, because it's going to take a lot of backtracking to get to where we need to go. Can I reach? For some dumb reason. I feel like that's probably not what I want to do. Although,
With a flick of the wrist.
I will not mire.
You're being watched. Remember that before you do something foolish.
Oh, I legitimately thought I couldn't be in here. You're telling me I can? I'm just being watched?
Better be cautious. Never wanted the easy path.
Okay, don't care about this door. Where'd she go? Out this door?
I'll give it a shot.
Yep.
Best get in and out.
Don't waste a step.
Okay.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city.
Wait a second.
The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, what a moment. The blade of frontiers graces our halls, and he's wearing his devilish best.
My father. He's here.
My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. Ah, and my old friend, Karlach. It's no wonder your victory was so decisive. It's lovely to see you again, darling.
I'm sure it is.
We'll catch up once we've covered more pressing matters.
He is going to rip you to pieces.
Netherstone, more to the point. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorms, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
I'm not interested in bargaining with the likes of you.
The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
What are you getting at?
Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know. She's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
You want me to believe you mean no harm to the city?
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Insert. $31. Gee.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
As allies, it seems none of you can be trusted. You, Orin, Ketheric.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise. But you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me.
To the hells with your pact.
What a shame to refuse the power of a god. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
The child.
A doppelganger in our camp. That sounds all too believable.
Let this be a warning. Orin is the spark in a powder keg. We make an alliance, or the city is made ash. I will give you time to reconsider.
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal with the enemy.
Saving. You're a dead man. Can't let you take over the city.
Please stay your hand. My father's life is at stake.
Sage advice. My steel watchers take unkindly to threats, no matter how hollow. You're of little use to me, dead. But dead is exactly what you will be if you arouse the ire of my steel watch.
I'm ending this here. Consequences be damned. You're on your own, Gortash.
Oh, I most certainly am not. Now, come. Be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
I have no interest in this sham of a ceremony.
Then allow me to peek it for you.
Your brain twists and stretches under the Watcher's gaze. The pain almost brings you to your knees before fading.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Say nothing.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Karlach.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him?
Seemed like an absolute fraud in a very nice coat.
Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is?
When people are scared, they'll do whatever it takes to feel safe.
And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Okay, how many of them were there? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Steel Watch. Again, so many freaking people to talk to. I just do not want to. Figure out a way to disable the Steel Watch. That I can do.
My hands on everything. Seems like a good
Zora.
time to talk.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated.
Relocated? What are you playing at, devil?
Rude. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Everyone's going to our camp.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
Mazora's up to nothing good, that's for certain.
Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Mazora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Alright, let's go to camp. Actually, hold on. So if we... Do we have just ability to go in here? Into Baldur's Gate?
An axe-bearing mounted a fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
To the lower city.
If I don't ask to see it.
Should have saved. I don't know if this progresses any story. Taking a bit to load.
Thank you for the lift, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Ta-ta.
Must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency.
Left us a note. Slightly slimy note.
On the way here. We've got almost nothing left.
Very well.
You want to take that from us?
I've got a good mind to...
Problem, citizen.
Alright, here's the teleport Basilisk Gate.
This is a for amateurs. That's what I was taught in the grotto. Do you know how badly those things can go wrong?
I can teleport to a different area, so that's still good, being able to go outside. Investigate the murders. Murder target Rovir. Murder target Cora. Murder target, murder target. Murder target. And then there's the wizard. Alright, so let's go to camp. We have an even different camp now. Alright, child.
I should speak up.
It's either child or the cat.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
No.
But please, don't look at me.
Fate spins along.
Dost thou require a new ally? Oh, the girl has left to hew her own path. She left behind a letter, as thou doth know. Hast thou other business?
No. Okay, I guess I'm talking to everyone.
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help.
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world.
Are you alright?
Yes, of course. Obviously.
Obviously.
Sorry, did you want something?
Are you worried about Cazador finding out you're back?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
It sounds risky.
It's something of a gamble, true, but if I can win, if I can beat him, it would be worth any risk. So yes, I do worry about facing him. But if we can get his attention, finding the ritual's location will be much easier, and that could give me the edge I need.
Karlak.
I made it back. I'm here. Thank the gods. Thank the gods.
So no option to talk to anyone at all about trying to figure out who could be the doppelganger. So maybe one of these two?
A true pleasure to watch you tell the Archduke exactly where to put his alliance. One cannot embrace a viper, only get entangled by it. And we learned something. One chosen thinks to send us against the other, while they sit safe behind their defenses. Good. Kedrick thought he was safe too.
What do you think of his warning of the doppelganger in our camp?
It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A Harper learns to doubt, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it?
Have you thought any more about how we might find Minsk?
I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
I didn't think a Harper would be friends with a petty crime lord.
Word I'd use. Nor is petty if you've a mind to keep your tongue. But both our operations step outside the law when needful. She just likes it better there. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Want to ask you something? already asked all those before. Isabel.
Very well, I hope. Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies for life.
I'd like to know what happened between you and your father, Ketheric.
I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... and this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors that plagued my home. He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became, that wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
I already asked her that.
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't expect it to be so outrageously ordinary.
Voss has gone underground. He'll be waiting for us there.
Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
Can't go through that door. 1,000?
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
What news from the Grove? Don't downplay your achievements. The Shadow Curse would still hold sway if not for you.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. making 10,000 difficult decisions, finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day, I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid, to be a leader.
You served the Grove well, and you found a worthy successor. No one can ask more of you.
Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oakfather willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely, and for so long, I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
Have you heard from Thaniel since we moved on?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly comes alive.
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home.
Glad to be back, I take it?
I suppose I am. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us.
Sharons are using a place called the House of Grief as cover for their presence in Baldur's Gate.
Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Okay, I feel like it's the kid, if it's anyone, but I mean, there's not much I can do about it. I've tried talking to her. I'm not just gonna, like, full send it on this kid.
Any complaints will be handled after you turn your animal over to the care of the
Baldur's Gate Barracks.
I've told you about 8 times now.
Your daughter is missing.
Yes, my daughter Banra.
Forgive me. What was her name?
Down here, overrun.
Okay, so
Don't you remember?
I feel like there were so many quests here, right? I have so many things to look into. So many people to talk to because I want to make sure that we're not missing anything. It's just going to be a lot. So I think this is going to be a good spot to stop for today. We'll pick up next time. It's a little bit early, but I think it's going to be a whole lot next episode of just walking around, talking to people, and we'll see what goes from there, but it's a lot of talking. So, I hope everyone's enjoying this episode of Let's Play series through Baldur's Gate 3. If you are, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.